Okay, I'm back, y'all, in Divinely Grateful Risings. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to the message, y'all. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Y'all, you know what to do, Booski. Come in, like the live, share the love, drop something in the chat that you're grateful for. Let's get in the flow of abundance. Y'all know the message over here serving spirituality, spirit, and glam with a touch of beauty, fashion, and faith. Let me just hold y'all right now. Listen. Y'all, I might be able to do something a little different today. So y'all just work with the energy. Okay, y'all, I know they're gonna have to work with me with y'all with the experimentationals. We is being experimentationals today. So you may be experimenting and trying some new things. Don't be afraid to try some new things and don't be afraid to mess up. So let me just tell y'all before we get into Bible clarity, the book of Isaiah, okay, 17 and 18. That's where we're at today. Isaiah 17 and 18. So listen, y'all. I some kind of way ended up on my streaming app on my laptop as well as my cell phone. So in a minute, after we get done with Bible Clarity, when we get ready to get into the cards, I'm gonna see if I can switch up the layout and then hold the cards up, and then y'all might be able to see it. So it might be like a little split screen because I don't think I could do like multi-camera because that ain't in my program. I don't have that on the plan that I have. And so we're gonna see how it works. So y'all just work with it. Y'all know I'll be trying stuff. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to get it wrong and then try again. Okay, so all that do it, let's get to it. We're in the book of Isaiah, y'all. We're in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah, now how I'm gonna do it, child, because once again, y'all know when I be having my laptop, it'd be different trying to record on my when I'm on my laptop and in the camera instead of my cell phone. So anyway, and I don't know if I want this border. What just fell, y'all? I don't know if I want this border around my video, but what else is gonna be on there today? So we just gonna see what happens. I might just have to make it full screen. How can you do it in the middle? Child, I don't reckon you can do it, can it? Well, you better say you can. No, you can, and say you can. There you go. So now that just showed me that I can switch the layout in the last minute. So all to do it, Isaiah 17. I got to figure out how I'm gonna hold up everything together. You ever feel like you just holding stuff together? Isaiah 17. A message about Damascus, and Israel. Okay, so here we go, y'all. This message came to me concerning Damascus. Look, the city of Damascus will disappear. It will become a heap of ruins. The towns of Aurora will be deserted. Flocks will graze in the streets and lie down undisturbed, with no one to chase them away. The fortified towns of Israel will also be destroyed, and the royal power of Damascus will end. All that remains of Syria will share the fate of Israel's departed glory, declares the Lord of heaven's armies. In that day, Israel's glory will grow dim, its robust body will waste away. The whole land will look like a grain field after the harvesters have gathered the grain. It will be desolate, like the fields in the valley of Rephaim after the harvest. Only a few of his people will be left, like stray olives left on a tree after the harvest. Only 2 or 3 remain in the highest branches, 4 or 5 scattered here and there on the limbs, declares the Lord, the God of Israel. Then at last the people will look to their Creator and turn their eyes to the Holy One of Israel. They will no longer look to their idols for help or worship what their hands have made. They will never again bow down to their Asherah poles or worship at the pagan shrines they have built. Their largest cities will be like a deserted forest, like the land that the Hivites and Amorites abandoned. When the Israelites came here so long ago, oh, okay, I'm back. Wait, like the land the Hivites and Amorites abandoned when the Israelites came here so long ago. Okay. It will be utterly desolate. Why? Because you have turned from the God who can save you. Drop this in the chat. Save me, Lord. You have forgotten the rock who can hide you. So you may plant the finest grapevines and import the most expensive seedlings. They may sprout on the day you set them out. Yes, they may blossom on the very morning you plant them, but you will never pick any grapes from them. Your only harvest will be a load of grief and unrelieved pain. Listen, the armies of many nations roar like the roaring of the sea. Hear the thunder of the mighty forces as they rush forward like thundering waves. But though they plunder like breakers on a beach, God will silence them and they will run away. They will flee like chaff scattered by the wind, like a tumbleweed whirling before a storm. In the evening, Israel waits in terror, but by dawn, its enemies are dead. This is the just reward of those who plunder us, a fitting end for those who destroy us. A message about Ethiopia. Listen, Ethiopia, land of fluttering sails that lies at the headwaters of the Nile, that sends ambassadors in swift boats down the river. Go, swift messengers, take a message to a tall, smooth skinned people who are feared far and wide for their conquest and destruction, and whose land is divided by rivers. All you people of the world, everyone who lives on the earth, when I raise my battle flag on the mountain, look. When I blow the ram's horn, listen. For the Lord has told me this. I will watch quietly from my dwelling place, as quietly as the heat rises on a summer day, or as the morning dew forms during the harvest. Even before you begin your attack, while your plans are ripening like grapes, the Lord will cut off your new growth with pruning shears. He will snip off and discard your spreading branches. Your mighty army will be left dead in the fields for the mountain vultures and wild animals. The vultures will tear at the corpses all summer. The wild animals will gnaw at the bones all winter. At that time, the Lord of heaven's armies will receive gifts from this land divided by rivers, from this tall, smooth skinned people who are feared far and wide for their conquest and destruction. They will bring the gifts to Jerusalem, where the Lord of heaven's armies dwells. The end. Okay, the end. So we just, on the message that we just watched today, or that just came out today, Isaiah 5 and 6, I believe we were talking about gifts as well on there. So, okay, y'all, let's get into the message. I did get some new cards out, so we still gonna use preparation for the promise. Child, look, the cigarettes stink. They do stink. Oh, okay, y'all, listen. Y'all work with the experimentationals, okay? Because we're finna try to experiment with something and see what we can do. Okay, I'm gonna see how it works. So let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's get to the message, y'all. Let's see what is happening. Look, the number 177 at the bottom of the deck. Being grateful for small blessings, y'all. Being grateful for small blessings, because it ain't nothing like the Lord just blessing you. And sometimes we be looking for the big blessing, but sometimes it's about just being grateful for the small blessings, the small accomplishments. So let's see what else. Let's see. And then of course experimentation, because y'all see I done tried to do a split screen. So my phone over there, y'all, can I just tell y'all something? Do I look like I'm stuffed? Probably because I feel like it, okay? Probably because I feel like I'm stuck. First of all, don't be no hater. Don't be judging me, okay? So here's the thing. So I'm y'all know I go to the gym and stuff. I be going to the gym, and I'm trying to I have a goal for myself of what I want to accomplish. Now hold on, y'all. Let me try to get my life and my spirituals in order with my laptop. I have a goal for what I want to reach. I know this is, y'all, just work with me today, okay, as I'm trying to figure this new system out. And so I bought this waist trainer, y'all. Now, here's the thing. I have used said waist trainer before, but I didn't get it from where I got it from this time. And y'all, I feel like I'm stuffed. If you see on this other camera, y'all see, because it's, child, when I say it's, it got me pushed up. It got your girl pushed up, okay? So, baby, listen at me. Don't be judging me, because I wouldn't tell them. I'ma tell it. Y'all, I cannot get this in order. Come on, laptop, and get your spirituals in order, y'all. So if I look like if I look stuffed, guess what? It is because I is, y'all. This little waist trainer. I said, well, maybe I got to break it in, Lord, because it about to take me out. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. Let's see what the message is, y'all. Don't be judging me, okay? Y'all know I'm gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. So let's see what's happening, y'all. Here we go. First card. I feel like I want to reshuffle these because this card keep on coming out. I'm gonna show y'all the two that came out first though, because we keep on getting this card. So now I got to just try to figure out so I can do like this. Could y'all see it? We have the number 465 that is coming in, judgment, equivalent, unbreakable, and sturdy. Okay. And of course, this speaks to Psalms 46:5. This card been coming out a bit. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. And then we also have 1427 that came out as well. Y'all can see that? Did it? I wonder if it does better if I do. Some of y'all gonna have to let me know if it does better. Okay. A dozen peace disciples above and beyond. Okay. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. Whatever you worried about, let Jesus handle it. Let the Lord handle it. Sometimes it'd be hard for us to just let go and let the Lord do whatever God's gonna do, right? But this is literally what's coming through right now. It's like, look, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Don't be troubled. And just trust and believe in what's happening. Trust and believe in everything that is changing for you. And for some of you, this is about the Lord going above and beyond for you. So I've been talking about, they've been giving me this 2-week energy. So some of you, there may be something that you're going to experience within like the next couple of weeks. And so that's always a blessing. Let's see what else. And also I feel like talk about what you say. You better talk about sturdy. Can we talk about sturdy right here? It's on this card. Y'all see sturdy? Because that's how I feel inside this waist trainer, my God in heaven. So it's sturdy. That's one thing TI is. It is sturdy, baby. It ain't no y'all so funny. Y'all ain't got to handle me. Y'all, they is trying to handle me. 2712 coming up as well. This is resurrection. Yeah, the ancestors. I'm finna tell daddy on y'all. Y'all is not fit to talk about me. Y'all, I feel, can you just, I'm back. Successful plans transition when your days are over and you rest with your ancestors. I will raise up your offspring to succeed you, your own flesh and blood, and I will establish his kingdom. This is 2 Samuel 7:12. Establish me, Lord. That's what I got to say. Establish me. Okay. I receive it, Lord. I receive you establishing things and fixing things and moving us in new directions. Last one here. Oh Lord. Kids, y'all not 913, y'all. This came out today. This is actually the card that I had that I pulled for myself today. And this particular verse, now Psalms 91:3 says, surely he will save you from the fowler snare and from the deadly pestilence, deception, confusion, spiritual warfare, and temptation. That actually came up from me. That was my card today that I pulled for myself. So interesting. Let's see what we got. Let's get some tarot and then we'll get some clarity cards and see where this is going. What is happening? Some of y'all are standing on your principles and not allowing anything to disturb your peace or disturb your energy. Okay. Or keep you look, they've been giving, well, we talked about it. I think I recorded it. I was on the message yesterday. Like this tricky energy. I feel like for some of y'all as well, if there's been any kind of confusion, I saw something, celebrity spotlight goes out to Deion Sanders today. I think I was on Instagram and I saw where he made a post and it was just like, if there's any confusion, it ain't God. So some of you, and it was crazy because there was something that happened for me yesterday that it was just like, man, there's so much confusion around this thing. There's it's something very specific. And whenever there's a lot of confusion around something, it's just like, that ain't God, because God is not the author of confusion, right? And so yesterday I was very resolved with something that I had been asking God about. And so he ended up giving me that confirmation this morning, like, you ain't crazy. God is not the author of confusion. So if there's anything that seems like it's just more confusing or that it has to be, that ain't God. Okay, here we go. Let's see what else we got. Woo, come on, creativity. We have the magician that is coming in next. Of course, this speaks to power, willpower, new beginnings, opportunities, skillful as above, so below. So some of you may be beginning some new creative projects. You may be stepping into some new, feeling more, look, the gift at the bottom of the deck. You may be feeling like it's time to create something. It's time to give birth to something. We have the sun card energy out here. This is also manifestation. So there could be something that is manifesting for you right now. But this is like from heaven. This is like that as above. So, oh my gosh, it's on both of these. Is it? It is. As above, so below is literally on both of these cards, y'all. So this is like things coming into alignment. Yeah, this is like things coming into alignment. This is something that it's like you aligning with where you are in the spirituals is what they're saying, if that makes sense. Things finally starting to kind of sync up is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see what else. We gonna see how I like it, y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. It's a little interesting, but y'all just work with it. Here we go. Come on, the Wheel of Fortune that is coming in next. So this is a shift, a pivot. There may be a lot, like this could be you deciding to go in the right direction and also receiving the confirmation from the Lord that you're moving in the right direction. And sometimes you just got to trust and take that step. You just have to trust and be like, okay, Lord, I don't really know. I don't quite have all the understanding. I don't know everything that I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm going to trust you. So this could be a very significant pivot point for someone. Then we say, like, this is your fate, your destiny aligning for you. A date with destiny, taking control of your life. Fate that is coming in as well. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio energy. This could be a turnaround as well. A heavenly turnaround. Come on, message. We received that, like a heavenly turnaround. Yeah, things finally look. The Ace of Wands has been coming up a lot, y'all. Like the Ace of Wands, and I'm gonna go ahead. This is overcoming this. This is what somebody is coming out of this Five of Pentacles energy, coming out of this. Like this could be, maybe you've been in a, come on spirit, a creative slump. Maybe you have felt like maybe there was something that you created with the magician back here, and you just felt like things were not aligning the way that you wanted them to. Maybe you felt like, you know, uninspired, something like that. For some of you, I feel like what's happening is being re-inspired, and it's bringing you, like I said, this gave like creative slump, or maybe you hadn't like maybe it's writer's block or something like that, where you just hadn't felt as inspired to do or even create. I feel like some of you are getting back in the flow of creativity. Ace of Wands came out on the message of like two, I think, was it two, I used both of the tarot decks, and both of the Ace of Wands came out. So some of you, come on, God. Oh, okay, message. So listen, some of y'all, you may have had two things like they're giving the crossroads energy, right? So there could have been two things that maybe both of them really, really interest you. Maybe you had to choose between one passion and another. Some of you, that could be like the Lover's energy, like at a crossroads where you're having to choose between, maybe you really like two things, but maybe right now one, come on God, one of them is more aligned with your destiny than the other one. You know, you see what I'm saying? So they're like, it may be you could be inspired by both of them, or really like passionate about both of them, but one of them is just more aligned right now. So it's like putting one on the back burner. So this could be the pivot, putting one on the back burner just for a second, like temporarily, in order for you to work on one, solidify it, and then you'll be able to come back to it. So for some of you, that may be like some guidance that is coming in for you. Let's see what else. We'll get one. Well, let's see what else. We'll take those together. Yeah, so for some of you, that may be where the confusion is coming in. Like maybe you're having to decide, because both of them could be calling to your spirituals, but you're having to decide which one is calling to you the most. And only you can make that decision. And it is sometimes hard, but I would always, as always, take it to God, right? Go to God and be like, Daddy, which one of these is more aligned with me right now, with where you're taking me right now, with what you wanted me to do right now? What, look, and one of them, this is like dream. This is, of course, Seven of Cups, dreams to reality. Having many options. That's what we were just talking about, like having many options, many things that maybe that for some of you, it's like finally just saying, okay, this is, there could be, there's like, it's almost like giving up, which I mean, like giving up on something because it's good, but it ain't great, if that makes sense. So some of you, the Lord is giving you an opportunity to really work on making your dreams come true. So you could have had to release something that just, it's a dream, but it's not a dream that's ready to manifest yet. It's like they're showing me like too many eggs in a basket, and it's like, okay, let me build this one up, let me grow this one, let me work on this one right now. Because yeah, y'all just said like fantasizing energy. So it's like, let me mature this one right now, get this one hatched, and then you'll be able to pick up the other one. This is a card of daydreaming, opportunity, clarity as well. And this is down here with this confusion with the enemy child that is down here. What kind of, I'm telling you right now, some of y'all, because I'm not, this ain't really coming up like past, present, future, but it's kind of in the future. Some of you just be mindful, because I don't know, I don't like this Five of Pentacles and this, let me just show y'all. I don't like this together, and I definitely don't like it down here with the Seven of Cups, because it feels like this is a false opportunity. Or this could be a false person. And I don't think I like this energy. So it feels like for some of y'all, just be mindful, because there could be something, and it may look good, what if for some kind of, but there's something down here. I don't know what this is. This could be a warning for some of you of like, just pay attention message. This could be like a warning from your spirit names, right? Because you have the ancestors down here like, hey, there's something coming in, and it's going to look like it's going to check all your boxes, is what they just said, but it's almost like selling you a dream. This is what's coming through on this. Somebody, I don't know, is this like now, or is this something that's coming up? Just be mindful of opportunities that seem too good to be true, because that's what this is giving. It's like there may be something coming in that seems too good to be true. This chain that's up here as well, it's like, y'all, sometimes, hold on, let me make this bigger, because if I can, how do I go to full screen, y'all? Because that might help me a lot. Let's see. Period. Did okay. So I don't know if that's full screen for y'all, but for me, it just changed the game, because now I can really see the card. Y'all, I think I'm on to something. Okay, I'm back. Listen, so I hope y'all be able to see these cards good. But it's like, for some of you, I feel like some of y'all, your spirit names, the Lord is warning you about an opportunity that is binding, okay? And again, it may seem to check all of your boxes, but I'm here to encourage somebody. If there's even one thing that feels off, if there's even one thing that makes you question, like, I don't know if this is, if you have any reservations, please go talk to God about it, because it's them trying to save you some steps, them trying to save you from getting into something that is going to keep you bound, restricted, in something like that. If it is not clear cut, if it's not direct and to the point, please be very mindful of stepping into it, because I feel like for some of y'all, it's like, it just it's not going to feel right. And sometimes if it don't, well, I would say this, trust yourself, trust your intuition. That energy been coming through a lot. And if you don't feel right about it, then trust yourself. And that's the thing. Sometimes it's like, you learning to trust yourself is what is going to save you from walking into something that may be hard for you to get out of. Okay. Roots at the bottom of the deck and self-actualization. Oh, y'all can't even see that, huh? Roots at the bottom of the deck and self-actualization. Y'all, I'm not going to be doing like that now. Y'all seen that. That was too much to be trying to do. So y'all just work with it. I like this. Man, I wish I could do like picture in picture, but it wouldn't do it no other way but this. But we just going to work with it. Here we go. ClariTEA in it. Some of you, okay, well, they said ClariTEA. Let's see what we got. Here we go, y'all. Or let's do it. Here we go. I'm trying to tell somebody. Now, this was crazy. Some of y'all know this and some of you don't. My mama, one of her spirit animals for me is the fox. Okay. So for some of you, the Lord may be blessing you with like a creative strategy. This talks about self-preservation, often to maintain a perceived comfort or security game plan. This could be the Lord giving you your divine strategy. Okay. And this time it feels like, escaping a situation that is not working for you rather than dealing with it directly. So for some of you, this is like your blueprint. the Lord is giving you. He's giving you your strategy. But I feel like some of y'all, this is because if I kind of read this in past, present, future, like how it is on the board, it's like the Lord may have given you a move, a necessary move, or either he's giving it to you now that is going to keep you protected. Because of course the fox coming up is like protection for me, right? And so the Lord may be giving you a move, like, and it's helping you to build this solid foundation. Now, this could be within yourself. This could be within a creative project. This could be within your skills, something like that. This is like a game plan. Putting self first to maintain the status quo at all costs. So for some of y'all, you've had to learn how to become strong within yourself in order to move forward and know that you're standing like on solid ground. They're talking about the equivalent. Remember, we were just talking about something that could be good, but there's something better message. There's something that could be good. Come on, Google. There's something, come on, searchable. So there's something that could be good, or there's something good, but there's something better. Does that make sense? Good, but not great. And they're wanting you to choose the great. Okay. So let's see what else. Some of y'all, this is like a creative strategy. That you're receiving as well. Message. Come on, just in. Just in. Breaking news. Okay, what else? Some of y'all, you definitely had to learn, and also they just said like keeping. Let me pull this up because I'm gonna try to keep the cards pulled up as much as possible, y'all. But they're giving like keeping your projects, move in silence. Okay, like move in silence and keep your creative projects, keep your steps to yourself. Like you don't have to tell everybody all the moves that you're making. Monitoring spirits, something, which I mean, there, and look, the roots showed back up at the bottom of the deck. So I'm telling you, like, yo, this your spirit DMs, your ancestors up here. This talks about foundations. Didn't I say something about foundations already? Deeply embedded, core, cornerstone, long-serving, and lineage. For some of you, this is like being rooted and planted in the Lord, okay? But in addition to that, this is like ancestral wisdom. What was the deck? In the Earth Magic deck, I think the other day, maybe yesterday, one of the messages had, I think it was like an ancient healing wisdom card. So for some of y'all, this is like knowledge that's being passed down to you, being very solid. I just keep getting this very solid energy, and it's like, I don't know, some of y'all, it's like maybe you just being planted and rooted in the Lord is like the foundation that you needed in order to, y'all, I don't even know if it don't look like it's focusing, but I'm not sure, and I don't know why it's not focusing on my iPhone, but it's what it is. It's like that was the foundation that you needed in order to really move forward and create. And some of y'all, y'all said that, going back to your roots once again, because the roots is kind of, it's going roots to the Wheel of Fortune, to the 2 Samuel 7 and 12 card. So for some of the ancestors on this card, so for some of y'all, this may be like a return to your roots. I don't know. And y'all had mentioned that before, but y'all didn't elaborate on it. Okay, let's see what else. Child. Ooh, y'all want both of them? That's a lie. Okay, let's see what else. Which I mean blocked. We have anguish that is coming up next. Deep emotional pain, sorrow, grief, heartache, trauma, distress, torment. This is what I feel like this 5 of Pentacles is. Come on, God. And look, surrender came out with it. Well, didn't we just say like give the 465 card? We literally just said, hey, message, you got to give that over to the Lord. Okay. Child, look, come on, kickstart. acceptance, flow, detachment, and cease resistance. So some of you look at the two states of this person, and this is coming up for y'all know we are in a state of true surrender at this time. So for some of y'all, this is the Lord saying, hey, you really don't have to worry as long as you stay rooted and planted in what some of y'all are come on, guys, some of y'all are getting ready to flourish. And there, I don't know exactly like what the shift is, the change that has happened, but it's almost like going from pain to prosperity, from pain to purpose, something like that. And it's like you just surrendering is literally what is bringing in like this complete change. Some of you are releasing the pain that you've been holding on to. Yeah, child, that's beautiful because we love surrender, right? We are in a season of surrender. Drop that in the chat. I'm surrendering. I'm surrendering to the Lord. It's not always easy, but so a lot of times there are a lot of things that you can't do anything about. And for some of you, there may have been something that you had to release, and it's actually painful, right? It actually required you to like it could have hurt. Sometimes it hurts when we have to release things. Sometimes it hurts when we have to let go of something. And this could be a product, like I said, this Ace of Wands is out here. Inspiration, a spark, creativity. Oh, that works out so much better. Motivation, excitement, energy, spirit. Let me just say this for somebody. Look, I'm whoop, whoop. Okay, I'm back. Look, for some of you, it feels like there has been maybe some block. What did we talk about? Creative block with this Ace of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like something has been removed, and they've been giving me this energy about like holding yourself back. And I feel like that could have been like, I don't know, it's like not living up to your fullest potential. Maybe you were spreading yourself too thin. Maybe you were focused on the wrong thing. I don't know, but it just feels like now it's like it's a lot of like staying focused kind of energy. Now that you're focusing on the right thing, I feel like you're getting ready to start seeing things. Come on, illumination. You're getting ready to start seeing things that are going to flow. Like things are going to flow a lot more easily. So I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it came anyway. So I had said it though. I just didn't read everything. The light coming on. Come on, clarity. Remember, we just talked about that, y'all. Revelation, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Some of y'all are understanding attacks that have happened, or how the enemy has been coming up against you as well. So some of you, it's like being enlightened, being aware. It's like a light bulb, like a light coming on. It's almost like click, and immediately it's just the Lord giving you clarity on why maybe a path is necessary. Why, like, remember at the beginning we said it's like if it's God, there's no confusion. God brings clarity. And so for some of you, maybe that's how the enemy been keeping you trapped up, or like trying to keep you bound, like these chains down here, is by keeping you confused. And some of you have complete clarity now on how you need to move forward. And again, it feels like it's just a light switch. It's like maybe one day you don't know what to do, and the next day you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I got it. OMG, I know exactly what to do. It's like clarity that is coming in. And I hope this is making sense, y'all. But come on, 1311, 111 on the timer. So that's like a true understanding. So we receive that. Yeah, some of y'all, it's like being aware of what you've been holding on to, what has been hurting you more than it's been helping you, what has been keeping you. Some of you, this could be trauma that you're facing as well. So no, that's 5. Okay, what else? Somebody's being inspired about with their dreams. I should have got one more, but I didn't. That's all y'all want on this one. Okay, gathering at the bottom of the deck, the tribe, and your spirit guides up under that. Some of you, it's just like when you can surrender and release what's hurting you, when you can surrender and just allow the Lord to do what the Lord is going to do, man, it'll change your life. It will change how you feel. Sometimes, we all have to go through our processing, y'all. So don't get it twisted, okay? You got to go through your feelings. You got to go through feeling what you feel. But you'll then get to a point where you have got to a point where you just can't even cry anymore, where you just ain't got any more tears. Some of you may be becoming numb to some type of pain is coming through on this as well. You've learned a very valuable lesson. Because somebody, like, they're giving the example because they're bringing me to the ancestor card. Let's say you lost somebody, right? You could have lost someone in your family. You have to go through that experience of mourning that. You have to go through the sorrow and the grief and the heartache that comes with losing something. It's like, if we're using the fires as an example, so much love, light, and healing energy to everybody who has lost because of the fire. And shout out to everybody who is supporting and doing everything you can to be a blessing. I wish, y'all, and I told the Lord this, I was like, man, it would be so great if we could all stand in solidarity like that without it having to be a tragedy. But we are grateful for that we are able to stand together and come together and help Los Angeles as they're going through this. But man, would it be a blessing to do that all the time? Anyway, I'm back. So it's like, people having to mourn and us being compassionate with people who have lost. It's like you have to go through that. I was telling my daughter, and I was telling her, and this is a true story, I don't care if it was just stuff. Who cares if it was just stuff? Because a lot of times people will say, oh, it's just stuff, don't worry about it. I don't care if it was just stuff. It was my stuff. It's like, sir, people being inconsiderate of, but that was my stuff, and many people work really hard to get the stuff that they have. And so it's like being mindful of that. It's like, people, you got to give people the time they need to mourn the loss, to mourn. People have lost houses, memories, all kinds of stuff. And it's like, people, you have to go through that step. You're not just going, and a lot of times what we'll try to do is bottle it up, and then we end up in anguish. So if you have experienced something, and again, using the fires or using the death of a family member as something, someone who's transitioned as an example, make sure that you're giving yourself the time that you need to grieve that. Make sure that you allow yourself that, because you deserve that, right? So for some of you, there may be some, even an experience, even let's say you had to let go of a relationship, right? And at one point that could have, like, you had to surrender a relationship, or sometimes, let's say the Lord tells you that you have to walk away from a business or just anything. You still have to go through those feelings and those emotions of whatever it is that the Lord has asked you to surrender in order to create a new, like, let's say the Lord is uprooting you, right? This could be you moving, leaving, something like that, in order to create a better life for yourself. You could be having to leave family behind, because some of you, maybe the Lord is moving you and you're having to leave family. This could be an attachment. This is like you saying, I love you, like, but I have to go after my dreams. Give yourself time to mourn that as well. So I hope this is making sense for some of you as you're embarking on this new adventure and going in a new direction. There may be some things that you have to surrender to the Lord, and it's not always easy to do. And a lot of times we don't talk about, and y'all know me, we over here, we keep it super positive as possible, right? But at the same time, message, it's like understanding that, man, it's not easy to uproot, it's not easy to lead, it's not easy to pivot, it ain't easy all the time to change, but the change that you're making is worth it. What you are surrendering to the Lord, and what you are saying, okay, Lord, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. He's going to make good on that promise. Okay, so some of you, that's what's happening. Like, you're literally aligning your fate, your destiny, and having to make maybe significant changes in order to come into alignment with it. And it may hurt a little bit. So just acknowledge that message and make sure that you're giving yourself the time that you need to deal with it. And for others of you, Well, all of us, okay. You better look, you better say it, child. You breaking some chains. Drop that in the chat. Drop that in the chat. I'm breaking chains, okay. I'm breaking chains. And for some of y'all, this has been like whatever the move is that you're making, it's coming with growth and expansion. But this is about you finally just breaking free of this energy, coming out of the wilderness. And I've been talking a lot about that, like coming out of the wilderness, coming out of stagnation, coming out of difficulties, coming out of challenges. Y'all see the rust on these chains? Like this feels like something. Come on, God, this feels like something again, ancestral, coming through with the ancestor card that's up here. This is like the enemy has had you bound, man. Like these chains been on here a long time. 2 Chainz. Okay, I'm back. Not that kind. Shout out 2 Chainz. But it's like these chains, they rusted, they raggedy. You know what I'm saying? These chains haven't been on for a long time. So for some of you, there's some successful transition that's happening, right? And again, this could have been very difficult. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, and the enemy was trying to block you at every step. And that's on the message. I don't even know if I released it yet, but like the enemy trying to block you at every step, everything you tried to do seemed like it wasn't working. This is like rebirth, the resurrection that's getting ready to happen after overcoming and conquering this. Now, you got to know your season. As you know, that's our thing. You got to know your season. And so, but some of you, I feel like this is you finally being aware of how spiritual warfare is affecting you, being aware of how the enemy is trying to tempt you out of your blessing, being aware, some of you, this is being aware of how the enemy will try to keep you in this type of energy, making you focus on the trauma, making you focus on the hurt, making you stay in that kind of loop, being aware of relationships that may have been hindering you and hurting you. This is self-awareness, like this strategy card down here, like being aware of the things that were keeping you from this next level. And for whoever this is for, it's like a light coming on. The Lord, come on, God, the Lord being the beacon of light. It's like he flipped a switch and all of a sudden you seeing clearly, you having the understanding. Crazy that the 7 of Cups is also a card of confusion, y'all. It is a card of just having too much going on. It's a card of, and of course it has confusion on here. So we have 2. It's like the light coming on after a period of just being in the darkness. Some of you could have felt like you were just going around in circles and not really getting anywhere, not getting to the top. It was like an illusion. Remember I said earlier, I said it was like there may be an opportunity, but it's illusion. It's like going to be an illusion of helping you, or an illusion of helping you go up, but it's more pain, it's more trouble than what it's worth. So please just keep that in mind. If there's something that comes in and the Lord is going to warn you, like he's going to forewarn you that, hey, surely he will save you from the snare of the fowler, okay, and from the noisome pestilence. So for some of y'all, the Lord is going to give you clarity, but it's going to be about you trusting, because he can't make you take, your spirit names can't make you take the guidance. They can only like warn you and give you cautions and things like that. But it's up to you whether or not you listen, okay? Because for I don't know, somebody, I don't know, this kind of like the, Fox energy is a little sneaky. It's a little, it's a little sneaky sometimes. And so for some of y'all, I feel like the Lord is going to give you some warnings about like, hey, don't fall for the okie doke, okay? Because it feels like you just got out of something, and so he's just gonna. But it feels like discernment as well. Like your discernment is better now, to where you're not going to be fooled as easily. You're not going to be as naive, something like that. So anyway, that's it. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Y'all, hydrate your soul and things. Message, drink your water, say your gratitude. Make sure you shop with me, Germaine.com. Go get you some spirit and glam in your spirituals, and I will see y'all on the next one. I love y'all in real life. Bye, y'all. Child, we is experimenting. Meant it. Love y'all. Bye, y'all.